Duality. Duality is an idea, a philosophical idea that's only existed very recently in our history, but an idea that perfectly explains the nature of man. You see, boys, duality cannot exist without man, because it was created. Likewise, man also can't exist without duality, because where one is created, one can also be destroyed. We experience creation in many different ways, through our mothers, through tribes and nations, through religion. We also experience destruction through natural death, through wars, through famines. And so to understand the duality within us, specifically as men, we have to understand the duality within man. You see, from the beginning of our time, we have always done things to progress our species. We've created families, we've created groups, tribes, and eventually nations. In an effort to progress our own species, we've also started killing each other. You look at literature, artwork, music of the past, a lot of it proclaims love and such romanticism in life. But during those same time periods, and on even further back, as well as today, we see wars, conflicts. We preach love, but it's that same love that we use against each other. Weaponize it, kill each other over it. We have to recognize that duality within us as men, because it happens all too often. We long for a job, and once we get into the job, we hate it. We long for a woman, a relationship, and then when we get into that relationship, we long to be single. The nature of man is always to want something that you can't have, and then to throw away something that you do have. So a lot of people blow their relationships up. A lot of people lose really good jobs because of this duality within them. Specifically with men, we want to give, we want to provide, we want to protect. We're a lover. But all throughout our history, men are the ones who have started, fought, and ended wars. Women are on the sidelines just chilling out. So not only are we the lovers, but we're also the fighters. And in relationships specifically with women, here's where the duality comes into play. And it goes deeper than just longing to be single. It's that fighting instinct that we have in us. We fight for a relationship, and we also fight against a relationship, where we have to put our foot down. We're fighting for ourselves. When we just accept our situation, we're fighting for the relationship. In both situations, us men want to remain in the relationship, but there are two different outcomes. One of preserving yourself, and the other preserving the relationship. And so this exists everywhere. A really good example of this is when COVID came around. We wanted to protect ourselves and our children, so a lot of us got the vaccine. Only come to find out that the vaccine is the very thing that was killing us. A lot of people were dropping dead from heart attacks, and a lot of people are dying from cancers now because of it. Very aggressive cancers. Medical professionals take an oath to do no harm, to preserve the health in people. Yet medical professionals are also the ones that are giving these vaccines, also censoring the information that could save lives. Again, the duality. It goes deeper. It goes into the psychology of our own subconscious. It goes into the psychology of our own minds. We want to preserve those around us, but we also want to preserve ourselves. And oftentimes, preserving ourselves means throwing away those around us. Likewise, some of the times, preserving others means sacrificing ourselves. We see that with the warrior class, giving your life to save others. So how do you find a balance between these two spectrums? It's an interesting thought. We want to give respect, but we also want to be respected. Very interesting thought. Well, we start by understanding these two different spectrums. You start with exactly how I explained it. On one side of the spectrum, you're only preserving yourself. And on the other side of the spectrum, you're only preserving others. So you have to lie somewhere in the middle. And that's where you learn how to compromise. And you learn how to compromise without compromising yourself. It can happen, but you also have to be very careful. And this isn't just for relationships. As I have explained, every single thing, your women, your children, family, friends, nation, everything to do with society has to do with us. And so you practice that. You practice compromising. You practice problem solving. The human condition is rife with contradictions. And so we find a balance when we understand those contradictions. And we implement practical solutions to eliminate those contradictions, to come back to that balance. The hard part is finding a solution to come to that balance. The even harder part is maintaining that balance, because we change over time. But here's the thing as men, is that we can't change. We always have to be immovable. And that's just the thing. We've always been movable as humanity. We've always moved from religion to religion, environment to environment. But to learn how to be immovable is hard. And then also learning how to stay immovable is also hard. It's nearly impossible, simply just because of our nature, because of how complex our thought is. We try to understand the world and ourselves and our place within the world, but then refuse to accept the reality of things for what they are. And so we have to accept those hard truths to come to that understanding, and then from that understanding to practical solutions. Find your self-respect. Find out what you want to fight for. Find out what you want to love for. And then you'll determine how to be that in between, that lover and fighter. Sometimes we lean too far in the fighter spectrum and we push others away. Other times we push too far in the lover spectrum at the expense of ourselves. It's hard to find a balance, but it can be done. It just takes experience. It's an interesting topic. It really is. How do you guys find that balance? Have you found that balance? What do you think of this theory of mine? I'm very curious to know what you guys are thinking. So make sure you leave some comments in the comment section. If this video helped you out to understand even a little bit, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that, guys. Please support the channel. This channel is really exploding, and I would appreciate the extra push. I see most of you guys aren't subscribed, so subscribe right now. I'm going to pull out my Batman voice. So please help support the channel. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. For those of you who are engaging and sharing your stories and your thoughts and ideas, I greatly appreciate that. I really do. It's incredibly motivating and inspiring to me. Also, guys, if you happen to have anything that you would like me to cover or talk about, please let me know. There is a lot more content coming, so make sure you guys stay subscribed and stay up to date with the videos that are coming out. Just like today's topic, there's a lot more interesting content coming, so make sure you stay tuned. That being said, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to take care of yourselves, both mind and body. Take care of each other, too. If someone is having a rough day in the comment section, reach out to them, uplift them. That's the whole point of this channel. Is to come together, lift each other up, and figure it out together. I'll talk to you soon.